started.
D-Real, 33. Okay, E4. What have we played? How about E5? Okay, D4. What is that? The England Gambit or something like that? Okay, let's go ahead and accept the Gambit and see what we get. Okay, develops the bishop. It's hitting this pawn over here. Let's develop the knight so that the pawn doesn't so easily go to E5. And I can develop the other knight. So where is D-Real 33 from? Turkey. Okay. Then should I play... Let's see. If he plays knight to G5 here, attacking this pawn, I don't have a good way to defend it. If I play D5 immediately, pawn takes, knight here. This knight doesn't have any good squares. So I guess that means I should move my bishop first. Bishop E7. And castle. He can play E5, and maybe he should, but he hasn't. He has not done it. Okay. So, well, it looks like I'll get all my pieces out. It's kind of a little inconsistent for white to be playing these kind of time-wasting moves after sacrificing a pawn. Usually your compensation is tempos. Tempos for the pawn. Okay, so let's try knight to E5. If he takes and I take, he'll have a bad bishop. And if he doesn't take, I'll just grab his bishop. Okay, so now what's the move here? Maybe C6 to keep control of these squares where his knight and bishop might hop in, and to give my queen some squares to go to. Say queen B6, rook to D8 is an idea. Okay, so that takes away the queen B6 idea. Okay, there's not pressure on these pawns yet. Well, that's defended. Okay, I'll just go here. I guess I could have gone to A5. That might have been better. Yeah, because now the knight can hop in here. That's kind of annoying. Okay, so knight to B4. What do? I just retreat the queen, maybe back to B7 or out to A4. If he goes knight to, knight to B5. He goes knight to D5. And take it with the knight, pawn takes, I take with the bishop. Okay, so it's not an immediate problem, but I probably don't want to leave this queen here. So I go queen to A5, like I should have in the first place, perhaps. Is this interesting? Can he harass the queen there? He can try and kick it around with the bishop. Okay, but instead he goes for F4. Interesting. So pawn takes, bishop takes. Knight here is not possible. There's a check. I want to take that pawn before it advances, however. So he's created a number of weaknesses on the on the king side here. But knight H5 is not possible. Queen takes. Knight here. If he pushes the pawn forward, I'm going to this square, I guess, to D5. So let's throw in this check.
Check.
He just steps back. Maybe this bishop can come forward to this square. Looks kind of interesting. I don't want to leave the bishop there where it might get attacked via some knight move. He's got the idea of bishop to c7 maybe as some kind of tactic. Luring the queen here and then jumping in with the knight, but that loses a whole piece. Okay, so he plays there. My idea here was to play knight to knight to d5, but here that leaves the bishop undefended. Knight d5, knight takes, rook takes would redefend it. Knight d5, bishop here, check, king takes, then he takes that bishop. So I want bishop takes here. He takes the knight, and then I take back. Okay, this is going to create some weaknesses around my king. It is going to be a problem. Potentially. He can line up his queen and his bishop on this file here. So queen to d. Queen e4 is an immediate threat, but I got to move my knight away anyway. So I left that. Yeah, he goes there. So anyway, at least I saw that coming. Now what? His rook is hanging. He should probably defend that. I can also play bishop to f5 here. Maybe get rid of one of his bishops, and then I should be in decent shape. Okay, so he's not buying that. He's going for my rook. So say bishop here to hit the queen. Queen goes to a dark square, so it can come in here. And how do I defend? And the knight's one of those squares that defends f6, one of those pieces that defends f6. Okay, let's say king to h8, bishop takes, rook takes, then he moves the knight, and bishop here. I mean, he moves the rook, and bishop here. Yeah, I'm not seeing the ideas here. Okay, I'm playing king h8 just so I can get a rook to the g8 square and defend g7 against mate threats if his queen gets into f6. So we'll see how he plays this. His rook is still hanging, so bishop takes rook. Maybe I can play knight takes rook. He saves the bishop. I save the knight. He takes the knight, I take the bishop. Should be okay, because then I can get a rook to g8 in any case. Let's see if he can move this rook with tempo. Maybe there's some tactic there that would work out for him, but I don't see it at the moment. Okay, so we just moved the queen. So I'm going to this square. That was the idea anyway. I wasn't trying to give up the rook. I was trying to defend g7. Now the problem is he's got queen to f6 check. Yeah, I didn't see that after he takes the bishop. Okay, so if I play pawn to 4 here. He takes en passant. I take with the knight. Queen takes check. Ah, that's fatal. Okay, I need to block the queen from the f6 square. Okay, oh, I have to take. I have to take with the rook. I can't take with the queen. I wanted to get the queen in so we could come over here and defend some of these squares. Okay, get the queen in this way. I was threatening to come in here with check. Take his rook with check. Oh, he just takes everything off. Well, isn't this going to be a dull game? Well, I have to take back, so no point in thinking about it, but it's opposite colored bishops. Well, he's got a rook. That's the difference. It's a rook. And, okay, I need to defend f7 here, so let's do that. And now, let's see, if I just start pushing this pawn, isn't it going to be a problem? Let's see, let him take another pawn. Ah, so he doesn't want to allow me to just push that pawn. And I don't want to get mated, so that's why I'm not moving my rook up. He has rook back. Okay, let's get my king up out of trouble. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so he didn't particularly gain any pawns there.
Check.
But, well, my king got out of jail here. Put these guys all in light squares. Bring my king over. Okay, put that on a light square. I'm kind of stuck. I'm in a position where I can't move. So let's see what he does. I can move my king to f8 and back to e8. If I go to f8, he has a check here. He can try and invade with his king. That's interesting. Okay, I don't have to worry about this pawn anymore. And I can start pushing. I guess I can't. I have a problem. Oh, I can right now. I can lift my rook right now because my bishop is guarding the c8 square. But there is. Let's see. Let's get one step closer here. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if he can make progress here. He can do that. But my bishop is guarding c8. My rook is on a dark square. Okay, he brings his bishop in. Aha. So he goes there, which means that I can attack his... Well, I get one more square for my king, right? What's the idea here? It's rook here, check probably. And if rook takes, pawn takes, bishop takes. I don't see it. We'll see. D-reel. Can D-reel? Okay, he goes there. Is this doing anything? Is it taking away all my moves? I see. He found a Zugzwang position, right? Let's see. So my king has no moves. Okay. My rook has no moves. My bishop, if it moves, I lose the f8 pawn. f7 pawn, rather. So it's a trade of rooks. I see. I see. That's pretty clever. I take his rook. He comes back here with check, and then he queens the pawn.
Check.
Okay, good game. I will
Resign.
upload this and do a postmortem. See you guys later. Bye.